Hey guys, I'm Jacqueline.
And I'm Marcella.
And today we're talking about episode 4
of Teen Wolf. This episode was pretty good.
It was interesting, but I missed Dylan O'Brien like every week.
Coming back.
Guys, the scenes for next week. Alright, we'll get to that later.
We start off this episode with Mama McCall and Chris Argent. And they are taking a little stroll through the woods as normal people do in Beacon Hills. And they come across those bodies. And of course we have like the slow-mo of Teen Wolf where like the blood drips down and then, you know, they look up and there's somebody hanging from a tree.
The slow-mo of Teen Wolf, guys. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
No, the worst slow-mo tonight though.
They find the bodies and then Malia all of a sudden shows up and she's like the big bad wolf. She's like, arr! And Chris Argent ends up clipping her and with the bullet. But we find out that she didn't do the murders, right? She didn't kill them.
I don't think it was her, so we still don't know. I think it was the teacher though from last week.
We didn't see him this episode at all,
yeah.
so that was probably him. Guys, so Lydia in this episode killed us because she is like so determined to find things out about Styles, and she just feels him, like she just knows in her heart that he is out there and she needs to find him. She just knows. She's so beautiful.
Okay, when she was talking to the sheriff, and Papa Stilinski is all like, I tripped over a bat and I called out a name. And she goes,
gosh.
Styles.
Stub my toe on an old baseball bat. Without thinking I yelled a name.
Yay! Favorite things out, yay!
Oh.
The excitement of that. The bat. The bat.
Guys,
The bat
has been there with us through all of that's like
the bat. That is his trademark. Like
that is just Styles.
That is his weapon.
If you have one item besides the Jeep that's Styles, it's that bat. So that was just so great that they put that in there because that just symbolizes like Styles. Oh, and the fact that he tripped over and yelled his name, like now he's starting to really believe that there was a Styles and that he's actually still out there.
Oh, we gotta talk about Claudia. I don't like her.
She is shady.
I don't trust her.
I don't trust her at all.
Like her.
We have Lydia. She ends up going to the hallway where like she was seeing the people last episode and she sees the other that other guy.
Yeah, the
like
guy.
she's seeing people.
She's seeing people. She's seeing people that are with Styles, I'm assuming, that are in the train. Why isn't she seeing Styles? Why can't Styles communicate with her?
No. She feels like there's just something behind the wallpaper, so she starts to rip the wallpaper. She's in Styles' house.
I don't buy these pictures.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't like
This bitch.
I don't buy her.
The wallpaper.
You didn't see anything.
What?
It's right in front of you.
Peel off the wallpaper.
Is that where Styles' room is or something?
What are you doing?
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Scene that we're gonna get of them back to back. Is Styles on the other side of the wallpaper? What is inside the wallpaper?
I'm a little confused about that. All know that we're gonna get that scene.
But is it metaphorically them back to back? Like, you know, she's
That's
leaning
what I'm
against the wall,
saying. Like,
he's leaning
that's
against
what
the wall at the same time.
I originally thought it was just
I think
a
that's
metaphor.
what we all thought that.
But now I'm not so sure
because of the wallpaper now.
Because of the whole wallpaper
what is
thing.
going on the other side of it?
Obviously, Claudia doesn't want her touching the wallpaper
because she has
knows
something to do with it. Yeah,
she's like trying to discourage Lydia from talking about Styles, from looking for Styles. Like
she doesn't want it to be.
She doesn't want that for her to have anything to do with this.
Shady as hell. Nope. I wonder if she's behind the whole Ghost Rider thing.
I think. Oh yeah, I think she knows what's going on. Like she has.
Does she have something to do with the Ghost Riders in general? Like, do we think that she's controlling them? Like she's kind of involved.
I don't think she's controlling them. I think that she somehow works for them. Maybe
that she works with the teacher.
I don't know if she works with the teacher, because the teacher has to do with the Dread Doctors from last season.
Yeah, but
so that doesn't have to do with
but
Claudia.
why did they bring him in randomly when the Ghost Rider stuff is happening? Is he gonna be our villain in 6B? What is going on with that? How are those two storylines gonna come together?
Who knows? It's Teen Wolf.
Yeah, really.
Have this scene with Lydia and her mom. And her mom is...
Heard you were taking off the wallpaper.
She's like, yeah, Claudia called me. She said you were ripping down her wallpaper. And she kind of like tells her like, you have to stop this. And Lydia just tells her mom, she's like, Styles is real.
The best line of the whole episode, guys.
Lydia just looks at her like, no, like, I know that he's real. Like, I know it.
Styles is real. I know it. But do you believe there's a possibility he's not? Okay. Tell me.
So beautiful, that line.
Because she loves him. Remember when we got confirmation in episode 2 when she was like, I think I loved him, because she feels so strongly about this person who, it's scary for her.
Yeah.
She has these feelings for this person, and she doesn't know for sure if he exists, but she knows it deep down in her heart that he's
like, she
out
doesn't
there.
know him right anymore.
Oh,
But
God.
she has all the emotions that she's connected to him. And
Oh
it's
my
just,
God.
Oh man.
It's mind-boggling.
Killing us.
Oh, I love this episode how we got to see Scott working with Liam, like, finally, because they've been kind of off on their own this whole season, so it was
Yeah,
cool
I
to
know.
see them come together.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
love seeing Coach. He always makes us laugh.
Coach in this
is
episode was
great.
hilarious.
He's great.
I love how he's just like, you guys, like, get in your gear, you're playing lacrosse, like, I don't care.
And then Scott's like, well, I guess we have to play the game.
He's like, I guess this is the way that
Like,
we can
what?
just keep them safe, and we're like, okay, Scott.
Oh, okay, Scott. He put them all, he put, I guess, half of them underground, too, with Chris Argent, because they had, like,
And Malaya.
And Malaya,
yeah, they kind of,
match.
like, watched them, underground, some of them, and then I guess, like, the rest of the people were, like, watching the game and playing lacrosse, so I guess that's how Scott, like, figured he would keep an eye on everybody,
Yeah.
which, of course, doesn't work out. Half the people end up taken. And then they go in the bunker and they take those people.
Yeah.
And Scott blames himself like he always does.
but
And so does Liam.
Liam's gonna be captain, guys. Who called it? We called that, like, episode 1 as soon as they mentioned that Liam's a captain. I love that.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of him, you know, taking over because
Stop. Yeah.
Scott's eventually gonna graduate.
Yeah,
So
he's gonna be the new team captain. Do we think he's gonna get his own show? Like, do you think that they're waiting to give us the announcement? But, like, do you think eventually Teen Wolf is gonna continue with Liam and Mason and Court? Because I feel like they're setting up for that. Do you not feel like they're kind of setting up for that?
they could, but I don't think that they're gonna do it. I mean, I feel like we would have known already. Wouldn't they have announced that?
I don't know, unless they want it to be a big surprise. Big showdown at the end with the Ghost Riders, Liam and Scott, and, like, the whole team. It just randomly started downpouring, guys.
Of course it did. No, because I don't know why.
It's just like upheaval of, like, rain, like this torrential storm, and the coach is, like, screaming.
He's like,
"Yeah."
stay on the field.
Oh my God, he
That was
kills me. I
funny.
love him. Why did it all of a sudden get really dark?
What is wrong with the
Oh my God. The scene was so cool with the rain and how they were all surrounded by the Ghost Riders in that circle.
I was scared. Honestly, I was scared that I thought Liam was gonna be taken for a second there because he went all wolf.
Liam attacks the Ghost Rider and Scott goes alpha. Finally, we see him with the red eyes and teeth, and he, like, screams, and
He was so scared. I think Scott was scared that Liam was gonna be taken.
oh my God, giving us a heart attack. You can't take Puppy Wolf from us.
They're taking everybody.
I'd be like, I volunteer. Was that
Scott?
Liam? Corey's gone.
Scott
They
can
took.
see. Scott can see them now. Oh my God. Liam. Oh my gosh.
Wait, that wasn't Liam. That wasn't Liam. Yeah, Liam's looking really hot. Look at it, look at it.
Oh, Scott.
Oh, look at him roaring. We need one of them to get taken because we need one of them to go be with Styles and tell him that,
He has Peter.
yeah, a really great guy, right?
Which is
to be with.
weird.
Honestly, guys, let us know down in the comments. Would you want to be taken by the Ghost Riders? If you knew Dylan O'Brien was there, be honest, because I would. I'd be like, right in the chest, let's go.
They would just point that gun. I'd be like,
that is it.
that girl from last week, the one who lost her sister, she ended up being taken because she wanted
Yeah,
to go
so
to her
we'll-
sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll be, exactly, so she'll be there.
She might be able to tell him.
That people are looking for him. God.
She could probably tell him. She could be like, oh,
Does
Lydia
she know that,
and
though?
Malaya and Scott are looking for you.
Does she know about that though? I hope she
hope
knows.
And so at the end, we had Lydia, Scott, Malaya walking, and you know, Scott and Malaya are kind of like, oh, did you find anything? And Lydia's like, well, you know, we looked into the file and like she didn't have children. So that was kind of like a dead end. And then they're like, you know, we should just stop. Maybe there was no Styles. And then Scott's kind of like, yeah, it's a weird name. And Lydia is like, no, like we have to keep looking. Like there has to be something. And Scott's like, you know, he didn't leave anything behind. And Lydia goes, just us.
Check the school records again, or just call Scott's dad. We're fighting the wrong battle. We're trying to bring Styles back. The Ghost Riders came back. We still have no way of stopping them. And whatever they are, they're real. We can't keep chasing someone who isn't.
He didn't leave anything behind.
Just us.
Just us.
Oh, that was a good line.
That moment, guys, we were so shook.
But then, that moment, at the very end, you see the Jeep.
So it's like, he left something behind. It's gonna be the whole
It's
thing.
right
That's gonna be the whole thing next
there.
week. The Jeep!
Are you fucking kidding me?
The end of the episode when we had Liam and his little gang walking in the line
In slow-mo.
They're just like walking like squad goals, like.
And they both at the exact same time turn and look at their significant other. Like, really, Teen Wolf?
You're gonna get everybody taken again.
This is like the new squad, but no.
No.
Why does it have to be in slow motion?
Teen Wolf. Before that, Liam's all like, oh, you guys need to leave, I'm gonna go catch one. And they're like, we're in this together, Liam. And Liam's gonna go catch one. Liam's not the brightest of the wolves. He can go try to catch one.
Parrish. Okay, so Parrish is a hellhound. The Ghost Riders are terrified of him because when he goes up to them, and we saw at the very end when the Ghost Rider shot him, he absorbed.
Yeah, he kind of like absorbed the blow, and it kind of like put his fire out, but he wasn't.
It didn't make him disappear.
Yeah, he didn't disappear, and then the Ghost Rider retreated. He left. So they're kind of like they're kind of like scared of Parrish.
But it's called a Ghost Rider, so like it has to do ghost. Obviously, has to do with the afterworld, maybe, like,
and he's a hellhound,
and he's a hellhound, so maybe it's like this whole heaven and hell, something like spiritual. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some reason.
Why can't he's a hellhound, so that has something to do with that. And then the Ghost Rider, I don't know. I hope Parrish is not the one who goes in and takes Styles, because that needs to be Lydia or Scott. Like,
it's going to be.
Like, it has to be.
That reunion. Guys, we say this every episode, but like
that reunion.
Like, the more that we watch Teen Wolf and the more that like Lydia like
excited.
wants to find him, the better the reunion's going to be.
Scenes for next week. I feel like the scenes for next week, like our reaction for the scenes for next week, we were so freaking excited.
There is no escape. You and I are doomed to ride the storm forever. And we are already forgotten.
He's coming back! Oh my god!
Styles.
Styles is coming
so great.
back. Coming back episode 8 for sure, right? Is that
like for sure? Like they're gonna rescue him. I think like 8 or like the end of the season.
All right, so we're on episode 5 next week, and 5 we're seeing some good Stydia probably next week. What the hell is gonna happen in 6 and 7?
That's gonna be them probably. I'm assuming that next week we're gonna obviously see Styles and where he is, and we're gonna get the scene of them back to back. Assuming that episode 6 and 7 are going to be like them planning and really figuring out like a solid plan on how to get him back. Hopefully episode 8 he'll be back. Because I don't know how much more they're gonna push it. I think that that's honestly gonna be his downfall, and he's gonna be taken, and probably Hayden and all of them.
Not gonna work out, obviously.
No.
But I wonder if we're not gonna see that so much next week, and that's gonna lead more into episode 6.
I just hope we see a lot of Styles next week.
I want Can and Stydia, like, for the rest of the second half of the season. Like, I want cutesy, let's hold hands in the hallway, like, it's no big deal. Let me give you a kiss on the cheek before I go to class. Yes. Want a scene with them in the Jeep, just, like, jamming out to music. Like, I want the fanfics for the second half.
Don't do that to me.
Cuddling on the couch.
Stop.
Like cuddling in bed. Beach days, Lydia.
Something so simple as like
Holding hands, walking down the hall.
or like
man.
him driving her home from school and like they're in the Jeep and like he's like, you wanna like hang out after, and they go and get like milkshakes or something, and you know they share the milkshake with one straw. That'd be nice. I don't know where they came from.
Oh my god, I want that.
So let us know what you thought of this episode. Where you think it's gonna go? Are you excited for Styles to come back and we're gonna see him? I mean, he's not coming back, but we're gonna see him.
No, we're seeing him. He's gonna be on the
Technically,
TV.
Dylan O'Brien's coming back to our TV.
What are your thoughts? We love talking about Teen Wolf, so let us know down below.
Check out our other Teen Wolf videos if you haven't for the episodes before. We have one for
recap
episode
everything.
1, 2, 3.
We will see you with a new video next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.